Oh, man, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, took a week off, man. It was just real busy around here, but we are back. Sports Unplugged. It's myself, the Destin legend, Leon Rogers. Join with me, the man across that pushes all the buttons and makes everything happen. Big Med, what up, homie?
What up, dog?
And last but not least, you'll be getting your update scores and sports stories from my man, the good doctor, Nate Boning, a.k.a. Young Manning. What's up, man? How's your weekend, Matt?
Work.
Yeah?
Yeah, work.
Yeah. I worked this weekend, too, man. Worked
Jokes and Notes.
This weekend. Jokes and Notes this weekend. Shout out to my man, Mark Gregory. Shout out to Ballhead, comedian Ballhead. Had a great time at Jokes and Notes. 4 sold-out shows.
Dope.
I do say so myself.
That's what you do.
I'm a bit of a draw in Chicago.
Okay, all right.
You know, that's only because my mama got on Facebook and text everybody that I was going to be there.
And threaten them, too.
You know
what?
what?
Blood of Jesus.
With the blood of Jesus, right. Because everything, you know, old ladies is religious.
Blood of Jesus.
Not no bodily harm.
No.
You will burn in hell if you don't
Right.
go see Leon. So how can you not go? I saw something very interesting over the weekend. And I want to get into this before we talk about anything else. It just goes to show you how Twitter and Facebook and all these social networks bring together a whole realm of people who probably wouldn't even talk or associate with each other if they had the opportunity, if you put them in the same room. Now, I don't know if any of you all know about the video and the trending topic that had been going around this weekend. This rapper, Lil Reese from Chicago. He's down with Glory Boys Entertainment, which is the company owned by Chief Keef, who is the rapping sensation out of Chicago, who lived in his grandmother's house, made YouTube videos, got a $2 million record deal. Little Reese is part of his camp. Now, make a long story short, a video surfaced of Lil Reese in an apartment beating up this girl whose apartment it was. They got into a fight, and he threw her on the ground, stomped on her, and everything. It was crazy. I mean, if it was my daughter, I'd have killed him that night. But I'd have just been in jail. But I want to say Chris Andrews from ESPN that does a little stuff on ESPN, he sent a tweet out saying, yo, this punk Lil Reese is still trending, putting his hands on a girl, shaking my head. So Lil Reese answered back like, yo, you don't know me, homie, so keep my name out your mouth. Let me know where let me know where you at, and we could do whatever. Kitty cat. That's not the word, but
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, few minutes go by, and Chris Andrews tweets back under the G code, answer my DM. As if to say, I DM you where I'm at, and if you come over here, I'm going to whoop your little ass. So it's just amazing to me that Twitter and a lot of these social networks, like, don't think that these guys don't read what some people tweet towards them. Because I've said something crazy to Stephen A. Smith on Twitter before, and he hit me back. And I was shocked, you know what I'm saying? I felt good that he acknowledged my comment because that meant it was worth arguing the point. I must have had a valid statement. And I also did the same thing to Chris Broussard. I threw him under the bus one day. I was just like, you're terrible. I don't know where you get your information from. And Chris Broussard hit me back. And I respected that for the simple fact they read their timelines. I mean,
Did he hit you back in the DM, or did he hit you back as a...
Nah, he hit me back and explaining why he said what he said. So we went back and forth for a couple of things. And it was a good, healthy debate. I don't like saying argument because when you argue, that means you're putting emotion into it. You argue with your wife. You argue with your girlfriend. You don't argue with your boy about sports. You debate about your boy with your sports, unless he's sensitive.
I mean, the same thing I said when Skip Bayless responded to me.
Right.
But Skip Bayless never responds, doesn't at you.
No, he doesn't.
He sends you a direct message.
Right.
And it's funny as hell because I told him something about Derrick Rose.
Right.
And I just went against him, and I'm like, I hope you know you just screwed us, right? He hits me back, yeah, I know. And I'm sorry.
But I respect that. I respect all of the analysts and all of the sports guys.
Sherm, for some reason, pisses off everybody.
Sherm gets...
I think Stephen A. Simpson blocked Sherm.
He blocked Sherm one day, and I'm going to tell you who else. at Sherm Radio. Follow him if you ever get a chance. Hilarious dude. He needs a reality show. He made Bomani Jones so mad one day. I thought Bomani Jones was going to cancel his Twitter account. Now, I got one of those under my belt, too. Me and Tony Schofield went in on P. Diddy for about an hour one day. And I'll tell you why it was. We were sitting around. You know, we go to Houlihan's every day after work.
Right.
That's our little spot. We're like Norm and Cliff Clavin from Cheers. They just know we're coming. And I had a few cocktails. And Diddy put out a tweet saying, with God with me, I can do anything. God makes all of this happen. I'm so happy God has got my back. So we was like, oh, wide open doors. Have a little fun with P. Diddy. So my first tweet was like, God can do anything, but can he bring Total back? Like, so we started, and then Tony was like, can he bring Craig Mack back? I was like, God can do anything, but does he like Ciroc? So, is he a Ciroc boy? So we do this for like an hour and a half. Then finally, we start seeing the recipient you're tweeting is not receiving your tweets, so he blocked us.
Right.
He put us in the box for about 4 or 5 hours, and then he took the block off us. I guess somebody told him, like, they comics. They don't mean no harm. But he was like, yo, I sat in with Tony. I took over his show one day. And it's hilarious. Like, he remembered that. But it just this social network, you know, when used the wrong way, can get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, not even used the wrong way. It's just when you just say things you're not supposed to be saying out in a public forum where you think you can say it. Hey, you ain't safe, bro. Ain't nobody safe.
Ain't nobody safe. And once you put it on the internet, it's there.
And here's the funny thing. I don't care how fast you delete that bad boy.
It's there.
Somebody got it.
They done retweeted it already.
Somebody got it. Yeah, I mean, and it's fast.
Bing.
Like, let's be honest. When did you and I get on Twitter?
I got on it late.
No, you didn't. You got on after me.
No, I'm thinking which one was it that you put me on, and it took me a while to get on it. Was it Facebook? It was one of them.
I don't know, but Twitter.
And I was like, I ain't doing that crap.
Remember, because Twitter was the thing that we used our phone. We set up people, and we were on the air. We signed up about 1,000 people ourselves to Twitter, and they didn't know it.
Right.
So back then, it was like you, me, Tommy Black. We were the only 3 people that we knew that were on it. All of a sudden, it blew up. Instagram was the same way. I use Instagram just to add effects to my pictures. I don't really think of it as a social media, but everyone uses Instagram now. Funny thing is, people are talking about how Facebook, no one really uses Facebook. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
because
do.
Everything is connected. Facebook is like the center of everything. It connects everything. But what you were saying is true, man. I mean, anything you say can be used against you in the court of public opinion,
man.
And anything you use on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, pictures you use, things you might think are funny, might not be funny to some people, and all they got to do is cause just a little bit of havoc about it, and you're in trouble because that picture is still out there. I don't care how fast you delete it, how fast you put it down. It is what it is, and then it affects the sporting world hugely. You know what I'm saying? Brett Favre's penis was out there for a long time. Greg Oden's penis was out there for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of packages were out there for a long time.
All of the players who send full body naked.
Y'all idiots.
Y'all crazy, man. You know, time they get mad at you, it's a wrap.
Exactly.
It's a wrap. You know, it's a wrap. So don't do that, man. Get the naked pictures of her.
Right.
But don't you send that.
Exactly. Well, why don't you send any? For one thing, I find a lot of girls really don't care about that.
No, they don't.
Like, men, we love it. But girls like, why are you sending me this? Like, women like, I don't care to look at your penis.
They don't care to look at it till it's right there in their face.
Ready to be used.
Ready to go.
They like to use, that's it. Men, please send me a nigga picture.
Only way women are impressed with that, and I'll tell you this.
Because something's abnormally large.
My cousin told me that. Yeah, but she said if it's abnormally large and it's not ready for use, like if it's just in a relaxed state, and then they're like, oh my, okay. Because my cousin was like, yo, she had a guy send her one once, and I can't believe I'm talking about this.
Go ahead.
But said she had a guy send her one once, and he was just, I just woke up, and this is me regular. She said, my God. And I told her to stop the conversation because I didn't really need to hear all that. Because then I started feeling bad about myself because I know if I send a picture, you know, mine is pretty much for go, not show. We can't.
Mine's a complete action shot.
I got to be ready to work.
Right.
Let me work. What is my motivation?
Right. Other than that, it's, you know.
Other than that, it looked like I just got out of cold pool.
You know,
every day.
Yeah, which is good because, you know, it's like having, you know, it's in traveling form.
We're gonna ask the good doctor what about any of his pictures with a name like Boney.
Ain't that sad? He has high expectations.
Yeah, because
his last name is Boney.
It's like the Mr. Olympia of picture taking.
You can't come wrong with the last name Boney. Sorry.
Great choice of words.
When we come back, we're talking about the NFL.
You can't come wrong with the last name. Yeah, man. I'm rubbing off on that boy. No Sandusky.
When we come back, we're talking about the NFL.
Hilarious, man.
Right. Bears versus Panthers.
Yeah, how they almost choked it away.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
And somewhere, Des Bryant's mother is touching her neck and smiling. Sports Unplugged.
Whatever dollar you murder for, is that the one fighting for your soul? Or your brother's the one that you're running from, buddy?